Body Break with Hal Johnson and Joanne McLeod.
Or is it? The North American house hippo is found throughout Canada and the eastern United States.
Hey, Wall Street, don't panic. I'm only crushing your heads. Crush you.
You think there's not a lot going on? Look closer, baby, you're so wrong.
You know it's bad when current-day lunacy is coming from both sides of the political aisle. The anti-nationalist left is draped in maple leafs and the pro-nationalist right is begging for annexation. Usually the saying goes that if everyone is the problem, then nobody is the problem. It's just you, but nah, I'm thinking it's not me. At this rate, the entirety of Canada, excluding me, is going to need a group session psych eval or an exorcism. Though currently it's my head that's spinning.
Echo voice, flashy ad. Do I have your attention yet? Hot deals, low prices, unbeatable offers that defy logic and possibly the law.
I'm Tim Shady, the real Tim Shady from Shady Automobiles, and boy do I have a steal for you. Come on down to the lot for the hottest prices on freshly tuned certified pre-owned cars. 0% down, on-the-spot pricing. That's a Shady guarantee. No credit? No problem. We don't check anyway. Financing? Who needs it? Cash, checks, or mysterious duffel bags accepted. Wanted in 7 provinces? Don't worry. We are too. So give us a call. We might answer, or visit the lot yourself. Act now because these deals are so good they're probably illegal.
Located off Highway 88, the one with the big rusted sign.
Well, Dr. Green-Red, here we are again. I have to say, it's refreshing to see so many Canadians finally embracing their patriotism. You must be thrilled.
Oh yeah, nothing screams authentic patriotism like suddenly discovering your love for Canada just because of a U.S. election.
Oh, come on. Is it really so bad that Canadians are rallying around the maple leaf for once? I mean, we are Canada, after all. Shouldn't we be celebrating our national identity?
I'd be thrilled if that's what was actually happening, but let's not kid ourselves. These are the same people who for a decade insisted Canada had no national identity and who mocked any hint of patriotism as regressive or xenophobic. Now they're suddenly singing "Oh Canada" like they wrote the damn thing because it gives them an excuse to sneer at Trump and his supporters.
You say that like opposing Trump is a bad thing. I think a lot of Canadians would say we're just standing up for our country's values.
Our values? Do you even hear yourself? A month ago, Canadian values was a microaggression. Now it's a shield against Trump? Give me a break. If Kamala had won, more than half these people would be back to insisting Canada is nothing more than a post-national experiment. And that's the point. It's not about Canada, it's about defining themselves in opposition to Trump's America.
And yet, isn't that what the other side is doing too? I mean, you've got conservatives practically writing eulogies for this country, flirting with the idea of making Canada the 51st state. Doesn't that prove their so-called nationalism was just performative too?
Oh, no argument there. I'm watching the same people who spent years screaming about sovereignty now waving the stars and stripes as if that's going to fix everything. It's the most embarrassing case of political whiplash I've ever seen.
Well, maybe they've just had enough. Can you blame them? The cost of living is insane. Government overreach is at an all-time high. And America, despite its issues, looks like it's turning a corner. Who wouldn't be tempted?
Tempted by what? America isn't a golden ticket. Sovereignty isn't a given. Freedom isn't a given. The very things they admire about the U.S., those were fought for, relentlessly, and that's the difference. When things get hard, the ones who fight succeed. The ones who don't, they blame everyone else while looking for an exit.
So what? You're telling them to just suffer through it?
No, I'm telling them to grow a spine. Look, I get it. There are mornings I wake up, read the headlines, and think, what even is this place? But all that chaos, it fuels me. It makes me fight harder, work harder, chase my goals harder. That's what Canadians used to do. We didn't just pack up and leave at the first sign of discomfort.
But Canada's problems are different from America's.
Are they? The policies wrecking our economy? Imported from the U.S.? The censorship? Perfected in Silicon Valley? The culture war? Crafted in their universities and exported worldwide? America isn't some flawless utopia. If anything, they're just a little further down the same road we're on.
But wouldn't becoming American at least give people a fighting chance, especially with Trump back in office?
And then what? Best case scenario, you get maybe 8 years before the pendulum swings again. Then you're right back where you started. Except now, you've got no country left to call home.
So you really think staying and fighting is the answer?
Damn right I do. You think Canada's the first country to go through turmoil? Plenty of nations have faced worse and bounced back. The difference is, their people fought for it. Meanwhile, we've got conservatives so demoralized they're waving a white flag, and progressives so performative they admit they're Team Canada as a rejection of Trump. It's pathetic.
You make it sound like Canadians are weak.
I think we've been too insulated, too spoiled. We let a handful of bureaucrats dictate our entire lives while half the country doesn't even bother to push back. They don't even realize pushing back is an option. And the half that does? They're so fed up they'd rather run than stand their ground. That is weakness, or cowardice, if the shoe fits.
Don't you think with Trudeau gone we can right this ship?
Not with another progressive. No, I don't even know why we call them progressives when all they've done is erode and regress our society. But two, I think we've a problem with Canadians who can't put two and two together. This was never a Trudeau issue, but a progressive one. Just look at the Greater West. The housing prices, grocery inflation, and carbon taxes weren't created in a vacuum, and they won't go away in one either. It's time to wake up. If anything, consider why the party of we have no national identity and radical globalism is suddenly interested in national identity and sovereignty, or why suddenly now they have the solutions to fix their own failed economy.
So you think conservatives are the answer to all our problems?
Not by a long shot. Any other time, I'd say go purple all the way, but not this one. Right now, we need to pump the brakes and buy ourselves time, or there won't be a later. Splitting the vote only guarantees a red-orange victory, and Canada can't afford that. We need to live to fight another day.
What do you say to those who like the sound of American citizenship right about now?
Go! No one's stopping you. I'm not stopping you. Just spare me the lectures on delusions and partisanship. My politics should have me agreeing with them. But not this time, because I thought national sovereignty and economic independence were what we wanted. I haven't heel-turned. They have. I suppose making Canada strong and free again is where we disagree. The going getting too tough is where we draw the line. Maybe American citizenship sounds good after all. At least I'd be surrounded by folks with guts and brains, people who don't fold when the fight gets messy, or whose progressives don't question their opponent's conviction, but rather panic over it. Here, we're practically proving ours right when they say the Freedom Convoy was a fake movement. Why are we handing them a win with a damn bow on it? And when did we stop being the ones who hold the line? Hell, we're not fighting the culture war, we're stage managing the surrender, all while pretending to be justified in doing so, while pretending to be pragmatic and level-headed. In what world is cowardice a virtue, a badge of honor? The irony is that this defeatism is just as detrimental to this nation's future as progressive policies. Throwing in the towel is effectively handing the establishment an unearned victory and digging Canada's grave, of which I will have no part.
We know that some are calling liberals performative patriots. which even you alluded to. But what do we call those who've already abandoned ship? Is there a technical term for them?
Well, what do we typically call those who trade their roots for sandcastle promises of prosperity?
Dr. Greenred, thank you.